us off here. A terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. In this era of player empowerment, no aspect is more important than their determination to make sure their voices are heard. As continued cases of social injustice come to light, they refuse to simply shut up and dribble, if you get my meaning. Instead, they're using their platform to affect change. Kevin, it's a movement among some very determined players.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. And now the New York Knicks starters. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Elfrid Payton is out there with R.J. Barrett. And it's Harkless in at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And, Kevin, the media as well.
Right, right.
I played in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
Offensive rebound. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Harkless. Good on the bucket.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Here's Payton. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And Payton keeps great control of his body. That's a gift in many ways. Just so skilled in how he's able to finish through contact.
The pass to Finney-Smith. Five on the clock. Doncic outside. Drills the three-pointer. Doncic has got 5.
That is a sweet-looking jumper there, boy. Doncic doesn't need much space or time to get shots off.
Back to Payton. Lays it up off the glass.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
On the wing, Doncic. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks with possession here. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. Over Robinson, and another basket for Dallas.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game. And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Terrific body control by Randall, and one machine.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Free throw good from Randall. You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. Here's Payton. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Barrett. Doncic against Payton, and that's a foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dallas making a switch here. Powell's checked in. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Passes it to Barrett. Now here's Harkless. Tight defense on him. And Robinson that time on the assist by Harkless. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Doncic outside. Down low. Kleba lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Dallas shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Ntilikina, he's checked in for New York. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Robinson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And the rim-running Mitchell Robinson, the league leader in field goal percentage, Greg, in his second season.
Maybe the most athletic 7-footer in the game. I mean, his lob finishing sucks in the defense, creating so much space out on the floor for his teammates.
Curry's checked in for the Mavericks. And that one falls for Robinson. The Mavericks leading. Doncic looking it over. And there's the pass to Kleba. And here is Curry. Barrett covering. Hardaway with a wide open look. His three-pointer's off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
Now here's Curry. Doncic outside. Curry on the wing. Back to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Over Barrett. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 7.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Ntilikina. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Boy, nice control of the floater there by Ntilikina. When the D gives him space to shoot it, he makes him pay.
Pass to Kleba. Outside for Curry. Back to Kleba. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. He's got 5.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Ntilikina. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And Clark, the second time was the charm for Seth Curry. Last season, he returned to Dallas after they let him go to Portland for a year.
Greg, sometimes we've seen it on the court. Sometimes we see it in life. I mean, you don't miss something until you don't have it. And Seth is more than just a shooter. He's a great shooter, but he's also a very reliable ball handler. He's unselfish. He doesn't take anything for granted. He plays hungry. And Dallas realized the mistake they'd made and went about correcting it.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Lights checked in, and New York with a change here too. Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson. Curry kicks to Hardaway. Back to Curry. It's rebounded by New York. Now Barrett. He has 5. Ntilikina passes to Knox. With a floater, he takes it up and lays it in.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Curry passes to Wright. We've got 1:08 left in the first. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Boy, a nice drive that time from Wright. The defense didn't have a chance to counter.
Here's Ntilikina. Dishes it to Gibson. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Curry on the wing. Back to Wright. Outside Curry. They get the rebound. And Kleba slams it in.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's Barrett. The Mavericks making the shot. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. For New York, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And Ntilikina has a ton of potential, guys. A pass-first point guard with tremendous vision.
8 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Out to the wing. Shoots a fader. And there's Randall on the assist by Payton. Randall's got his second basket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Knicks lead by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin of the underdog label.
You know, I think the underdog story, started when I was a kid. I've always been a guy that's always been picked second. Even though I had, high accolades in high school, and I had to work for those really, really hard to get those. I feel like nobody really ever believes in, none of the things I do. Even if I have a good season, to me it was a good season, but somebody else it wasn't as good as they wanted it to be.
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for New York.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. They've got Julius Randle, Ntilikina out there with Elfrid Payton. Then there's Mo Harkless, and it's Gibson in at the center. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you and good evening. The Knicks made changes in coaching and the front office since the start of last season. But the question is, can they move forward? Their last winning season was back in 2013. Amidst the frenzy that is the media in New York, they'd like to make headlines going forward for all the right reasons this time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And he knocks down the first one.
Taj Gibson is a solid role player, really one of the best we have, a good rebounder and defender with a soft touch from the mid-range and can score without having plays called for him.
And both free throws good from Gibson. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Outside, Porzingis. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Now here's Wright. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wright's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Payton. It's good.
Anytime Payton is involved in screen and roll action, usually it's going to lead to a basket. He's really smart and typically makes the right decision more times than not.
Here's Finney-Smith. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Brunson. Here's the three. Kept alive. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Following the score by Dallas. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Ntilikina. Powell pulls it in. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Dallas. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Boy, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Now here's Wright after Mo Harkless's miss. Right side. And they take the lead. Wright's got 6 points.
And the team got excited about that one. Wright felt the contact, but still managed to finish through it.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Doncic is checked in for foul. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now a 4-point Maverick lead.
Boy, you better get out there on this guy. Doncic is prime time for real from that three-point line.
Now here's Harkless. Guarded by Doncic. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Porzingis kicks to Brunson. Doncic against Payton. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Now here's Brunson. D right on him. Here's Porzingis. It's stolen by Barrett. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Payton. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now, here's Doncic. He had 22 points in the win against Memphis.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Now here's Harkless after Luka Doncic's miss. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And he makes the first.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Hardaway comes in for Wright, and it's Seth Curry in for Jalen Brunson. The Knicks also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Randall, and Kevin Knox is subbed in for Elfrid Payton. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Dallas. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Porzingis. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Dallas.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Knicks trail by 7. Here's Ntilikina. The shot from the low post is good. Ntilikina's got 5 points so far.
Excellent handles by Ntilikina. I would say they're late day handles, not quite rush hour, but good at maneuvering when he needs to.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Passes to Barrett. He kicks to Robinson. Outside Portis. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep, but they get it back. Robinson misses.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that
oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Here's NYK. He's got 5, and it's Robinson with the jam.
You know, that's what you love about NYK. I mean, very unselfish and constantly looking to set up his guys.
Curry looking around. There's the pass to Porzingis. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. .59 seconds left to play in the first half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porzingis finds Kleber. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Mavericks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 40 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Doncic against Barrett. Doncic, no good. So it's NYK who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Here's Knox. He dishes it to Barrett. Clock at 6. A second chance effort. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Robinson.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Basket good. And so it's Dallas in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 21 points and 5 assists. He's definitely heated up over the last few games, and we're seeing some of that same recipe here tonight. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Mavericks?
Man, I know he's 20 years old, but it's been fun watching Doncic do his thing out there. Look, his team depends on him to score, and he's doing just that. Nothing the defense is doing has slowed him down. He plays at his own little pace.
And over to Kenny. Your thoughts on the Knicks' first half?
Well, after the field goal percentage they allowed in the first half, it's time for them to get tough. That's right, tough. If they're going to stay in this game, they'll need to turn this into a street fight. Get physical. Let some elbows go. Yes, let them go. And guys know they're going to be no more easy baskets in here. Let them know that.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Knicks trail by 8. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Jalen Brunson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Here's Payton after Luka Doncic's bucket. That's tipped. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Porzingis, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
The Mavericks have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. That free throw good from Porzingis. Knicks trail by 11. Pass to Barrett. Now here's Harkless. Guarded by Doncic. And Barrett slams it in.
They have to be aware of Barrett. He's solid at recognizing when it's time to go for the alley-oop.
And here is Kleber. He's got 9. 6 to shoot. Porzingis against Randall. Porzingis can't hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Barrett dishes to Payton. Kicks it to Harkless. Nailed from 3-point land. Harkless has got 5 now.
Tremendous court awareness by Payton.
Doncic, bounce pass. Here's Porzingis. Robinson with the block. Kleber finds Brunson. On the wing, Doncic. No good on the 3. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Payton. Barrett wide open. He fires. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists tonight.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The number 3 pick back in the 2019 draft, RJ wanted to play for the Knicks. He knew it wouldn't be easy with all the turmoil last season. Boy, was that an understatement. Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Dallas calls timeout. You know, Greg, you asked Barrett. He said he felt better prepared for the glare of the New York media after his one season at Duke because, you know, playing there is in the national limelight. You're on a star-studded team.
Yeah, I mean, playing with Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish, and Trey Jones, the Knicks could use a little more star talent, though, if they're going to turn the corner.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber, and it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by New York.
Here's Payton. The Mavericks making the shot. Pass to Barrett for the tie. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Doncic outside. The three, and he's good on the 3-ball. Doncic has got 19 points.
Boy, Doncic showing you his competitiveness right there with the back-at-you 3, the revenge triple.
Passes it to Gibson. Harkless with it. He's got 5. A 3-ball. No good from Payton.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Payton against Wright. A pass to Porzingis. The shot, no good.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Payton.
And even with the defense all over him, Payton refuses to panic. I mean, just takes his time, shrugs off the defense, and gets the shot off cleanly.
Now here's Porzingis. 10 points for him. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Gibson.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
To the inside. How good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told him, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Seth Curry in for Luka Doncic. The Knicks also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Randall. Kevin Knox comes in for Maurice Harkless. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Elfrid Payton. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM. And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And the pass to Barrett. Pass to Portis. Ntilikina kicks to Barrett. Shot clock at 6. Knox misses.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Knicks trail by 3. Barrett. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Barrett's got 12 now in this quarter.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Curry passes to Porzingis. Back to Curry. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Off target with his 3. New York's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And stolen by Wright. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Curry's got the ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And checking out some numbers for Barrett. How he performed last season. He was around 14 points a game last year. 5 rebounds and 2 assists. And really for him, it's about putting in the work and improving his game.
Yeah, and I think he wants to. It's one of those things where you either want it or you don't, and he does.
That free throw good from Porzingis. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for DeLon Wright. Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Payton comes in for Ntilikina. And both free throws good for Porzingis. Knicks trail by 3. Lobbed up there for Robinson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Payton really demonstrating once again his incredible upside. I mean, his passing is one of the things that set him apart.
Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Kleba. Fires from the corner, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Kleba's got 11 points. New York's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Outside Portis. Payton up top. Here's Knox. 5 to shoot.
And you gotta love the effort. I mean, he battles just as hard on the inside as he does on the perimeter. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Robinson passes to Portis. Over Kleba. Off target. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. The Mavericks on top, up by 3. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Mo Harkless. Bobby Portis out there with Robinson. Then there's Payton. And it's Barrett at the 2-guard spot.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Harkless dishes to Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
And this is Barrett at his best. Looking for a shot, being active on offense. Love it.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power. Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
The shot by Payton, no good. Dallas leading by 5. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Elfrid Payton.
When Hardaway Jr. is forcing the issue like that, it draws the defense's attention, and I like his aggressiveness as a scorer.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, you look at Hardaway Jr. right now, I think efficiency is everything, should be the priority for him. I think he has the talent, no doubt, but just needs to play to his strengths a little bit more.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And the Mavericks call time here. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Curry. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. After the Mavericks pick up 3, passes it to Barrett. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Finney-Smith. The pass to Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And where Finney-Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney-Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
That free throw good from Porzingis. Randall's checked in for Portis. And he makes both free throws.
Well, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunity.
Payton finds Harkless. It's rebounded by Dallas. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Runs in the pass to Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. Pass to Porzingis. Robinson with the block. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Kleba with the bucket. Kleba's got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Dallas.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Now here's Brunson. Following the miss by Julius Randle. Payton against Brunson. Harkless the pass to Randle. He kicks to Barrett. The dish to Payton. And they double up Payton. New York again turning it over.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And the Mavericks with possession. They're on a 13-4 run. Brunson scanning the floor. To the paint for Porzingis. Some solid defense from Robinson. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Down by 12. Pass to Randle. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Back to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Pass to Brunson. But they recover it. And he gets the bucket. Porzingis has got 16 here in the second half.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. It's been quite a game for Porzingis.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Payton against Brunson. The pass to Randle. 6 to shoot. Tries again. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Sunday, it'll be the Sacramento Kings coming into town. And then on Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic. And here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 15-6 run. Doncic outside. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Payton heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Payton.
Oh, and look at how quickly Payton reacts on defense. Superb quickness leading to the steal.
Mavericks leading by 10. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Doncic. Over Barrett. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 21 in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Robinson. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Payton against Brunson. Porzingis. That shot off. And New York will come the other way. To the middle. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
Now Porzingis. Porzingis is double. Pass to Brunson.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's Harkless. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
On the wing, Doncic. Barrett covering, and Doncic gets it to go.
Well, this is who Doncic is. This is what we've seen from him. A scorer who can take over games easily.
Passes to Barrett. A putback. No good on that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Now here's Brunson. Doncic finds Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. Clock at 6. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Misses the 3. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New York. 9-point game. And he banks in the layup.
Good presence of mind there by Payton. Whenever he sees an opening to the basket, he doesn't hesitate at all.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Doncic. Sinks that one from the post.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Here's Harkless. From outside, off the mark. And here is Doncic. And so it's Dallas winning this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.